What's going on, YouTube? It's your mad wrestling collector Marv here with another Thursday Night Live. Hope everybody's doing well. Corona frees the way to be. And like I said, man, feeling good. Just, hope everybody's doing well. Excited for tonight. Got a lot to talk about. We got 16 days until WrestleMania. 16 days until the big one. You know, I have to say this. In the beginning of the stream, I have to say this before I forget it. Because I meant to say it last week and I didn't say it. A lot of people's been talking about how WrestleMania doesn't seem so exciting this year. What's up, Evie? Everything good, sis? How WrestleMania doesn't seem so exciting this year because it feels like a regular PLE. But if you really think about it, I look at it like this. Triple H has been doing such a good job promoting all these shows and such good matches and such great crowds, that the excitement that we usually get for WrestleMania has been all year around with all these PLEs. So I look at it like, instead of knocking Triple H, how about we look at the positive side too? Like, hey, we have been having good shows. So maybe there's a reason why WrestleMania doesn't seem so excited like we usually get excited for. But at the same time, the way it's looking is looking good. I have to say, that whole segment with Gunther and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, they made it look like a Rocky movie. They made it look like a Rocky story. They're trying to make it seem like, okay, now the brother got to avenge the other brother, which is understandable. But, I am disappointed in a way that a lot of people haven't given so much crap to this match just because Jey Uso's in the main event. I think it's kind of messed up because we've been behind Jey Uso for years. And now that he finally got his push, certain individuals, certain fans just want to be like, nah, I'm not behind Jey. Hey, don't get me wrong. Everybody's entitled to say whatever they want or however they feel. If they support the man or they don't, I get it. But it's kind of crazy how now that he's there, or we wanted him there. We wanted him to get that push, and now that he's there, it seems like certain people don't want him there, and it's crazy, man, because Jey deserves it. Jey deserves it. He's been holding it down, and I get it. Jey, we so used to seeing Jey with his brothers a tag team, but at the same time, they basically got more to, they got more to prove and more to show because not only are they a great tag team, but they are also great individual wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be singles champions. Jey already proved that when he was an Intercontinental Championship. Don't get me wrong, he didn't hold the championship for long, but that's because that wasn't part of the plan. It was just for him to prove a point. And that's how I look at it, like, it's not about, okay, he had the belt, but he lost it right away. It's the fact that when he needed to win the championship, because his family's name was on the line. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do. He brought the belt. He brought the championship home. So yeet. But yeah, I got the LA Knight. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to get that off my chest. Gotta show my boy Jey some love, man. When I met him, I told him straight up and down, I was like, yo, I've been a fan since day one. And what makes me so much of a fan about Jey Uso and just the Usos in general is the brotherly love between them. It reminds me so much, and I say this a lot. It reminds me so much of me and my brothers, And it's like, that's special, man. When two brothers got each other's back like that, that's rare. Because nine days, people lost their morals and their damn minds. Trust me, I know. But yeah, man, excited about, everything that's been going on in wrestling. Oh, second off, let me say congratulations to Ricky Saints, not Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints, becoming the new North American champion and beating. It's crazy because this guy just won the championship not so long ago, and it's like he beat him. So that tells you how much they believe in Ricky Saints and how much they're gonna push him. Man, that's crazy. The fact that he's already the North American Championship. Hey, Tony Khan, you fumbled again, buddy. You fumbled. Just go into business events and play with cocks. Oh man, Tony Khan. But yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I'm gonna do this too. Yeah, he still got the FTW Championship. Yeah, congratulations to Ricky Saints, the new North American champion. That's fire. Crazy, like, what? Been with the company 3 weeks, roughly. And he's already the North American champion. It's crazy. But it tells you how much they believe in him and why he got to offer. So the fact that he's a North American champion already says a lot. I wish you nothing but the best, man. Like honestly speaking, I really do because he got that talent. Even though they, it's funny because Ricky Saints was in WWE before, but he was just back in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I think it was no, that wasn't Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels not didn't kick him. It was Ryback. Ryback. Ryback was the one that basically tried to bully him in the back. And I remember I was like, damn, that's crazy. How they had him in WWE before, and now he was in AEW, and then he came back to WWE. So that's crazy. You know, I guess they learned their lesson. Like, yo, we let that dude go, man. And look, everything that he did in AEW, and we had him, and we didn't do nothing with him. And look, they got him back now. And that seems like they're doing the right thing by giving him that push. And it seems like Triple H believes a lot in Ricky Saints and also Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels is the one that run the show in NXT. So, like I said, man, congratulations to Ricky Saints. Let's see what the future brings for him with the company now with WWE. I see a lot of good things for him. A lot of good things for him. But yeah, man, WrestleMania 41. We're gonna have a triple threat between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. I'm a big Roman fan. It's my guy, tribal chief, all the way. Support my guy. But I really feel that CM Punk is gonna win this match, and he's gonna end up leaving with Paul Heyman. And a lot of people is like, "Oh, that's Paul Heyman betraying Roman Reigns," but in reality, no, it's Paul Heyman being loyal to his family. I think CM Punk is if I'm not mistaken, Paul Heyman one Godfather to one of his kids, something like that. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, but I heard something like that. And it's crazy because it's like I said, he's not betraying Roman. He's going back to family. You know what I'm saying? Roman, not Roman. CM Punk has been giving hints to Roman that Paul Heyman is not only his wise man. You know what I'm saying? That basically like Paul Heyman is also his wise man. So he's basically telling Roman in a way to get ready. But it makes sense because we all know what CM Punk wants. He wants the championship. Right or wrong? What is Paul Heyman all about? Making champions and people that want to be champions. He's all about having their back. And for some reason, if you notice, Roman hasn't really been paying attention to the title ever since the beef between um Seth and him. It's been like, okay, forget the championship right now. I'm gonna go after the belt. I'm gonna go after Seth. And then of course Punk got involved because of Royal Rumble. But I feel like Paul Heyman is gonna end up leaving with Punk just because Punk wants to be champion. And I feel like that's the favor that Punk wants is Paul Heyman by his side when he's champion. Or Paul Heyman to get him there and stay by his side. I don't know, man. Punk is what, 45 years old? So I'm sure he's gonna want to retire by the time he's like 50. Or probably sooner than that, because a lot of wrestlers don't want to be wrestling forever, like especially when they was younger, they were taking all these bumps. And Punk seemed like when he was younger, he was doing all this crazy shit. And I'm sure, like he's still in there doing his thing, but I'm sure his body's aching. So you gotta give him props, man, because 45 years old doing what he's doing. I'm 41. And when I see them doing this shit, I be like, damn, like, don't get me wrong, I still feel good, but your body tells you, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You need some WD-40 in your bones. And I be feeling like that sometimes. But it's like, to see Punk and see, all these wrestlers in their 50s, like if I'm not mistaken, Rey Mysterio. God bless Rey Mysterio. He's still doing his thing, And to me, that's special, man, because once you get a certain age, everything starts breaking down. It's like, yo, bro, the Legos like, can't put them together no more. But it's crazy, to see Ray and Punk and even Goldberg, because Goldberg's training right now to have a comeback match. So to see all these guys, doing their thing, I really wish Stone Cold would come back for one more match because he fought Kevin Owens. And to me, that was a good match. Stone Cold did pretty good for being out of wrestling for a couple of years, So that would be pretty dope, to see that. But at the same time, if it don't happen, hey, it don't happen. What is this? What is the 24? That's all. Let's put this guy right here. Sorry, I just seen something that caught my attention. Forgot to put those 22. It's crazy how much he looks like Roman looks like him. You know, he's just a bigger guy, but like this is Roman's older brother, Rosie, and it's crazy. The resemblance is right there. Come on, camera focus. It's crazy. Let me see. No, bro, stay standing up. You standing up good. Okay, there we go. We got the holla, holla, holla. Teddy Long. We got the head right there. Teddy Long. Gonna put a do-rag on him. Holla, player. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Holla, holla, $5. Teddy Long is one of my favorite GMs, man. For real. Holla, holla, player. Let me show you guys some things that I got here. These I'm not gonna be unboxing tonight. I'm gonna be showing you guys. Like I have a couple of 3-packs that I basically collect. I skip some, but the ones that I do like, I do bring them home. Recently I showed you guys this one right here, the NWO. I showed you guys last week on the stream. The 3-pack between Scott Hall, NWO, Kevin Nash, and also Hollywood Hogan. This is pretty sweet. NWO 3-pack. Brought this home last week. I was like, yo. NWO. Fire. To show you guys the other ones that I have. I have a couple of, man. Like I said, I got a couple of 3-packs. Where you get the one? Here we go. Here we have the Hulk Hogan 3-pack. Three versions of Hogan. Hulkamania. NWO Hogan and Hulkamania again. Well, I consider these two right here. The first one I consider Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania, I consider that Hulkamania. This one right here. These two I consider Hollywood Hulk Hogan because he has a beard. I pay attention to detail. As you can see, it says Hulk Hogan, but he still got the black beard. So I consider those two Hollywood Hogans, and the first one is definitely Hulkamania when it started. Sorry guys, I had the light in the back. Can I just fix the light? Let me turn this off. There we go. So yeah, another 3-pack that I have. Then I have this right here, the Tribal Chief and Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar 3-pack. Fire. Like I said, a lot of them I skip, and the ones that I do like, I brought home with me. Then I have here the Maivia Legacy, which is the Rock, High Chief Maivia, Peter Maivia, and Rocky Johnson, Rocky Soulman Johnson. Another 3-pack. Everybody's always asking me like, oh, like, yo, you gonna sell those? And I be like, nah. Trust me, the day I sell them, the day I feel like getting rid of my 3-packs, it's gonna be a bundle, all of them together, all of them together. And here we have the Samoan Legacy, excuse me, Samoan Dynasty. Roman Reigns, Alpha, and Sika. Pretty sick right here. This I definitely couldn't pass. I'm definitely, a tribal chief supporter. So when I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta get that. Let me see this freaking light. Sorry guys, my lighting is off today. Let me raise this up. This right here is another one, but this one's actually a 4-pack. When this came out, this was like so hard to come across. Everybody was like making such a big deal. Some people had it online for like $250, and people was actually buying it. I was like, nope. So I found it in my local Target. I think it was what, roughly $50, $60, something like that. But it beats $250. So we have the 60th anniversary Elite Collection, and I think this one I was actually prohibited from coming out. We're still ready, baby. We got Hulkamania. We got Rocky Maivia. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin and the man Becky Lynch. But yeah. Fire, 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 fuego, fuego, llama a los bomberos. If you guys don't understand, fire, fire, call the ambulance. I mean, call your fire department. But yeah. Sick. Got this right here. And then this right here, still got it sealed, never opened. The Monday Night Raw exclusive. I believe this one I got from Target. The Elite Collection. "30 years, baby." Monday Night Raw. The 1-2-3 Kid, Razor Ramon, and The Undertaker. Rest in peace. Yeah, man. Supposed to meet Undertaker in June. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Honestly speaking, I'm very transparent here on my channel. You guys know I don't make no money off of YouTube. I just do this for the fun of it because I love to come here and just basically communicate with everybody and talk about wrestling. But honestly speaking, realistically, it's not looking good for Fanatic Fest for me this year. Not because I was irresponsible with my money. No, it's I'm being responsible with my money because everybody got bills to pay. As much as I love to collect, and as much as I would love to meet The Undertaker and Jacob Fatu, it's not looking good for me because like I said, always say, I'm very transparent here with everybody, especially in my channel. I don't have shit to hide because at the end of the day, I'm just a dude that loves to collect figures and talk to my subscribers, and my friends, because I consider everybody here that comes on to chill with me on Thursday night my friends, But it's not looking good because I still haven't got my federal taxes. I found out that I basically was what's that word I'm looking for? Well, they owe your money basically until they make sure that they know who you are. And I believe it was because I did it too early in the ending of January, the beginning of February. But I got the green light from Jackson Hewitt. that it was okay for me to come in and get my taxes done because the federal government had opened up for the IRS to start, So I was like, okay. And basically, I found out that because of that, I'm not gonna be getting my money no time soon. It takes 120 days, and if I did my taxes on January, they say 20 something or February second, I gotta count from those days until So I counted. It's like when I do get my money, it's gonna be after the tickets go on sale, and the tickets go on sale for Fanatic Fest for the autographs and photo ops. Go on sale April 10th for the public. And like I said, I'm not Houdini. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Like if I had my old job, yeah. But I'm no longer working in my old job. I'm working in a new spot, and it was definitely, to be honest, it was a big um pay cut. But I took the job just because I hate being home, sitting on my ass, and not doing nothing. But it helps pay the bills, so I'm grateful for that. It's a blessing to be able to pay your bills and continue to live your life. And I have a simple life. I just like to work, take care of my family, my bills, and collect my figures. And from time to time, go out with my lady and have dinners and enjoy ourselves, spend time with my daughter. And, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. So, I'm a very humble person. Even me doing YouTube, I'm a very humble person. Like I don't let none of this stuff get to my head. I'm not trying to be famous. I just come here to basically talk about wrestling and show you guys what I added to the collection and see, what you guys are into or what you guys are looking to collect or what have you seen that I haven't seen, things like that. But I'm very transparent here on my YouTube channel. I don't have shit to hide because you know, I have nothing to hide. I'm just me, Jay, aka Marv, your mad wrestling collector. And like I said, it's not looking good because I still haven't got my federal fundings from the IRS, and sucks because I really wanted to meet Jacob Fatu, but honestly speaking, I wanted to meet Undertaker. Undertaker, his autograph is, I believe, $230. No, that's the photo op, I believe it is. And his autograph, I believe, is 220, 250, depending what you want to get autographed. And I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna spend, for the autograph. I'm getting a rash, breaking out. I was gonna spend the autograph money and the photo op money just because it's Undertaker. That's once in a lifetime, and you only live once. And I know I'm not gonna be able to take all this stuff physically with me the day I die, but those memories I'll take with me. Like I'm that person that I'm determined to do things, and it's like I've been saying this for a long time. If I want something, I'm gonna get it done. And I just look at it like if you don't do things that you want to do, you'll never get to do them. So that's the reason why I try to do as much as I can because I'm 41. I never know when my day's gonna come. And I'm blessed every day to wake up and take a fresh breath of air and thank God for another day of life and make for my kids being safe and everything. Everything is positive because I stay away from negative energy. I stay away from all that negativity. You know, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just want to be left alone in my peaceful little home with my collection and fuck off. Just being honest, like I'm a chill dude, but don't get in my bad side because I watch wrestling. That's all I gotta say. You gonna get hurt. Oh yeah, you gonna get hurt. Cause I go mad and then I just be like, I don't know what happened. He approached me, I put him through the wall, and then I just snapped out of it. Like I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'm disappointed. But I'm 41. I'm not gonna be a baby about it. Like just like how I've been dying to go to WrestleMania for years, and seems like it's getting less promising every year with the prices are going up. It's crazy. All I ever wanted to do was experience WrestleMania. and it seems like it's gonna be a dream for real. Because Jesus Christ, if you want to go to WrestleMania, baby, you gotta be ready. These prices are crazy. No, no, and I get it. The company's doing great. The company wants to make more money. They're doing so good that they could come on, guys, don't forget about your wrestling fans, man. Like, we don't have these crazy ass jobs, we depending on the government, and it's like they don't want to raise the, they don't want to use raises. It's like, come on, why are you raising your prices? It's like, I think about that and I'm like, damn, man. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that you can still go to a close by show and yeah, the prices may be a little nuts sometimes, but they are still affordable. But when it's WrestleMania, it's like, woo! Excuse me for yawning. But the prices are just insane. Like, I was looking at prices for WrestleMania and I was like this can't be real. Talking about WrestleMania, let me bring this window up. They got a WrestleMania sale going on right now in Ringside Collectibles. We got CM Punk, we got Jey Uso, we got Logan Paul, we got, oh, look at this. We got Cody Rhodes, $34. Not bad. Like I said, man, if I had my federal money, I'll be buying Fanatic Fest tickets and Ringside Collectible stuff. I'm lying. I'll be paying my bills, but I'll definitely be buying Fanatic tickets because, like, hey, this is fire. I want to get this right here. The Bryan Danielson statue from Gallery. Sick. And I definitely want to get this thing. I already got the Moxley. Well, I actually got the Moxley and the CM Punk one. It's funny because I'm actually got the CM Punk statue right here in front of me. And I'm honestly thinking about painting this black and doing the WWE logo on it. Or just taking one of my ring skirts and putting it all around. And then I have the Moxley one right here, as you guys can see. It's a little dusty. Let me get the brush. There we go. Yeah, we got the Jon Moxley AEW statue. Want to get me the Sting one because I will be meeting Sting in Rhode Island Comic Con with my younger brother and my girl. So I can wait to see the man himself, Sting. Woo! Right over here. But yeah, Fanatic Fest is not looking promising for me. If anybody wants to send me some money, I'll definitely pay you back. And I'm talking about family. I'm talking about no subscribers. I'm joking, honestly speaking. But yeah, congratulations to Ricky Saints on becoming the new North American champion. Oh man, Gunther destroying Jimmy Uso on Monday Night Raw was crazy. Like, it's not like we can't say we didn't see it coming. We've seen it coming. With Jimmy slapping Gunther, we already knew there was going to be consequences behind it. That's the reason why Gunther was smiling. But the way he beat his ass on Monday Night Raw was crazy. Then Jay, being handcuffed, or not handcuffed, zip tied to the corner, couldn't really get to his brother. I was like, damn. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. The whole scenario, Jimmy bleeding everywhere, Gunther putting the blood all over his body, and then when he tasted the blood, I was like, okay, you're a sick fuck. And then the crowd started saying, you're a sick fuck. You're a sick fuck. I was like, yeah, he really is, because nah. To be tasting another man's blood, you just actually catch some shit, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Jimmy Uso's clean, but you just don't play with blood. You don't. It's me. And if my steak is too medium rare, don't get me wrong, I like a good medium rare steak. But if it's too bloody and I taste that blood, I'm like, bruh, what are you feeding me? Like, for that, you should have never cooked the steak. Oh man! Every time me and my girl go out, she likes her steaks medium rare, like very medium rare. It's like she's a freaking vampire. All she needs is fucking fangs. And I be seeing this bloody ass steak on her plate, and I be like, and she be like, why? I be like, you worry me. She be like, why? I be like, cause there you are eating this bloody ass steak, bloody. That's not. I be like, that's not Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce. That's straight up blood. And you're like nothing. She's like, no, it's not that bloody. And I be like, you need to clean yourself right here. I be like, nah, man. Like, I like me a good medium rare steak, but not too medium rare. Cause I be like, bruh, what is this? Got me freaking Count Dracula over here. But yeah, back to the statue. I definitely gotta get this statue. Let me see what else they have. Is it here? They don't got the Sting statue. Damn. Yeah, it is there, but they don't got the Sting statue. Let me see. What's that WrestleMania sale? Oh man. You gotta get me this right here. I already know, Jacob. Look at this. Estimate early June. I wanted to get that figure to get Jacob autograph, but ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get that figure early June. Good thing I got this figure here. But if I was to actually, get to go to Fanatic Fest, I will have Jacob sign this figure for me. Major League Wrestling. Samoan Werewolf. I will have them sign this for me. Excuse me, guys. I don't mean too young. I have been up since freaking 7 o'clock this morning. Got my daughter ready for school. My mother picked up. Oh yeah. Jacob Fatu. Major League Wrestling. If I was to actually get to meet Jacob and go to Fanatic Fest, I'll have him sign this figure right here. Yada that I mean. Hell yeah. I will switch it up though. I will open this, take off his head, switch it up with the other head. Yeah. To make it a little more crazy. Let me go back to the ringside. Jesus, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm tired. I've been up since early. Let me lower my music a little bit because that's all I need is for YouTube to say that I'm called. I got copyright music in the background. They tried to copyright my video last time, and I'm like, bro, how you guys are gonna come at me over copyright music when I basically went online on YouTube and put no copyright background music, and that's all I had playing was no copyright background music. So the fact that you guys still try to hit me for copyrights when I'm using no copyright background music from YouTube, it to me is bogus. I say what's on my mind, and that shit was bogus to me. I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like I said, YouTube be YouTubing. I'm not trying to crap, but I definitely will say facts. I want to get me this Carlitos figure, just because I'm a big fan of Carlito. Represent with Puerto Rico on the shirt. Love it. Need to get me that shirt, honestly speaking. Need that shirt. Carlitos. Bang. Need that figure. I also want to get me the new figure they just dropped. Target. The new Carlito figure with the old school Apple and the purple tights and everything. The legends. I definitely need that. Need that, baby. I want to get it. It's fire. Seeing what they have. Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have that? I don't think I do. But I'm just checking because sometimes I'll be having stuff, and if I don't look, I won't even know that I have it. This is my AEW wall right here. For those of you that don't know, I do collect AEW. I hate the fact that I keep yawning. To me, that's rude. I'm on my live stream yawning. But yeah, let me see. Nope, I don't have this. But I would like to get this right here. Sick. Yeah. I definitely need this. Definitely need to get that. Let's see what else they got here on sale. This I want to get. I don't consider it a big sale, $34. But yeah, I already have the. Basically, I have this figure already, but I have it in the. Oh my god! I forgot which ones they call those. You guys know. I'm too tired right now. It'll come to me. But I do want to get this one. This is basically from the vault, the ringside vault, the Cody Rhodes figure, the Series 4 Elite Collection with the bruises on the pec and everything. Definitely gotta get that one. I hate that I keep yawning. I'm trying not to yawn, and the more that I try not to yawn, the more that I yawn. Gotta be at work in the morning too. Which is lovely. Cheerios. Carry on. This I definitely need. Don't consider this a sell either because it's $69. No, not for nothing ringside. I'm just saying. But I gotta get me this, man. I don't got these. I gotta get me the outsiders. I do. Ultimate Edition pack. What? I gotta get me these. Look at that. To see. Definitely need to. I don't know why I keep yawning so much. Look at that. Fire! Fuego! Fuego! That should have been the front of the box. Oh my goodness. Jesus, that's so freaking rude. Can't control it, guys. Trust me. I had this problem since I was a kid. I used to be in school yawning, and I wouldn't even be tired. And the teacher would be like, "Yo, do I bore you, Mr. Pernard?" Wait, what? Wait, what? No, sir. I'm just tired. Oh, because you keep yawning in my class. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm human. Like, yeah, but this is my problem. I can never stop yawning. Even when I try, like, it's just like it comes out naturally. Checking us what else they have here. Got it. Don't got it. Let's see. This is definitely a sale. $20. I think this was actually $45 at one point. So yeah, this right here, definitely a sale. You don't got the Sammy Guevara TNT Championship figure. Get it. $20 can't beat that. Can't beat it. Don't fight it. Just get it. Get it. I don't know about the tongue, bro. Take your tongue in your mouth. What's wrong with you? It's not a pie eating contest. Oh, do I got this right here? Let's see. Put these figures here on the side that I'll be unboxing in a few. But I think I do got these here. My son actually got me. Yeah, I do. My son actually got me these for Christmas. Shout out to my son. Okay, see? Yeah, I do not only collect WWE figures. I also collect ROH figures. As you can see, Major League Wrestling figures, New Japan Pro Wrestling figures. Depending if I like them, you know. If I don't fuck with them, then I won't buy them. So yeah, so we have Matt and Nick Jackson. Sick. My son got me these for Christmas. Shout out to my son. He knows his daddy love wrestling figures. So he blessed me. I have to say he did bless me. He just turned 18. He got these when he was 17. Shopping on his own and everything. Got me the figures. I was like, look at that. My son. But yeah, these are fire. That's why I keep them in the box. What's up, guys? Yeah, they are. These are sick. That's the reason why I keep them in the box. I keep them very protected because these are rare. ROH, Ring of Honor Championship. I mean, figures, especially the Young Bucks. Yeah. When I got this for Christmas for my son, I was actually like stunned. I couldn't believe it. But he did good. He got these on sale. I think they had a sale going on for Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. And he got these on sale. I think there was like $20. So I was like, good job. That's my boy. He said, oh, you like him? I said, of course, man. Of course. Your daddy loves figures. These right here. He got me those. And he also got me these right here. Because we already showing those. We might as well show these also. He also got me these right here. So I have some more. What up, sis? I see you. More ROH. Which this one right here is actually Danhausen. creepy little motherfucker.
It is me, Danhausen.
Sick. My son did good. Got me this for Christmas. I was like, okay. My son came out with the big guns. I got this big box. I'm like, what is this? He's like, open it. I'm like, okay. I open it. And I get this, and I was like, wow, get out of here. He's like, oh, you like it? I was like, of course, man. Of course. Well, there's nothing like. Got some more figures for the collection. But yeah, I keep these in the box because to me, these are very rare. As you can see, they got them on Ringside right now on sale. So if you guys like what I'm showing you, oh man, I did something stupid. There we go. Let me show you real quick. They also got the Danhausen one right here. Look at that. For 23 and change.
He can be yours. Bring him home. Is that worth it?
Yeah, shout out to my younger son on that one. Also, hey, what? And I got one more here that he also got me. Like I said, he got me a big box, and I was not expecting. True talk, when is the last time you bought a figure that's not wrestling related? What was the last time I bought? Okay, I got you. That's a good question, though. You caught me off guard with that one. That's why I started laughing. Yeah, here we have it. This one caught my eye. Don't know why, but I kind of always been a Magneto fan on the low. This one caught my eye, and yeah, this is the one that I brought home. It is not wrestling related. But yeah, everything's been basically wrestling related, guys, you know? What up, Nerd Affiliate? Everything good, brother? But yeah, that was a good question. You caught me off guard with that one, guys. I was like, Also, thank you guys for reaching out for to William Grimsley. I spoke to him. Nice guy. Told him what he won. He was excited. Let me see what else I got here. I think there's actually the Bryan Danielson figure, the young Bryan Danielson. It's the final countdown. The American Dragon. Jesus.
The figure didn't want to come out.
Oh, my neck has been killing me. Yes, sir. We got the Bryan Danielson. As you can see, look at the box. Yeah, this shit is fire for real. Like, I love this figure. You can tell I love this figure because I was doing the whole background song and everything. I hope I don't get hit copyrights for that one. I was self beatbox. But yeah, love this figure right here. My son got me this. I was like, what? It's the final countdown. Like I said, I was not expecting this. When I seen the box, I thought they got me the same thing I got them. Socks, underwears, tank tops, the basics, No, it was figures. I was like, okay. I see you, Junior. Taking care of your Pops collection. But yeah. My son hooked me up. And like I said, I was not expecting it. He asked me what I wanted. I said, oh, you know what I like? I like collecting wrestlers and figures and all that stuff. He said, yeah, but I don't know what you have. So I was like, I'll send you what I don't have. So I sent him, a couple of figures that I seen. These was actually included in those. And he just took it upon himself and bought whatever he wanted from me. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. So I was very surprised when I got my gift for Christmas from my younger son. But yeah, we're going to be opening a figure finally. I know I've been talking for a while. We've been on now for 52 minutes. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight and stopping by and showing me love. It's always appreciated for real. Here we have Elite Collection Royal Rumble Edition. We already opened this box before. We built actually the figure, which it was actually built Dawn Hendricks, and we built them. So we have Brie Bella. We're gonna finally take Brie out the box. I got the whole completed wave, which is Rey Mysterio, Vader, Damian Priest, and Brie Bella. Here we go. Take Brie out the box. Push the box to the side. We always save the back. We got Brie out the box. It's an awesome figure, honestly speaking. Great articulation. I love the fact that she has a shirt around her waist. Love the way the hair, moves. It's not stiff. The back says Brie mode, which that's pretty sick. Flannel shirt, She's looking sexy, but also appropriate. She's like, I'm a mom now, so I can't be showing my behind, but I'll show you guys skin in the front, the legs. But that's a fire figure, I have to say. Pretty sick. I like the way it looks. I like, the articulation on it. She's very articulated in the movement, so it's pretty sweet because a lot of fingers be stiff. But yeah, pretty dope. We got Brie out the box. She comes with 2 extra pair of hands. They're like this. One hand here. And one hand here. Moving on to the next unboxing. We got here Ruthless Aggression, Elite Collection. We already unboxed Brock Lesnar a couple of years back. I think it was like a year ago. So we're going to unbox now Dave Bautista, baby. The animal. Bautista. But yeah. We unbox Bautista. My bathroom. I know this is random, but my bathroom has been getting fixed for like a month. Hopefully by tomorrow they're finally done. Because I've been taking a shower in the second floor because my second floor neighbors moved. And that's been fun. Why does he come with a lamp? Yo, I don't even know. I think he was remodeling something. Well, what I heard was Something about him having a lamp backstage at one point and smashing on somebody. I don't know how that true that was because I looked it up and I ain't seen nothing about Dave Bautista smashing a lamp on anybody's head. But honestly speaking, when I purchased this figure, the first thing that came to my head was, why the fuck is Dave Bautista with a lamp? Is he fucking a home decker? Is he gonna hold the lamp? But I always said this. This lamp makes no sense. But now that the thing came off, I'm actually going to use it for an urn. Ooh, Undertaker! For real, it is so random. I have to agree with you guys. But you know, look. The lamp piece came off. And now it looks like an urn. Oh, Undertaker! I've come for you! Poor bear. But yeah, here we have Dave Bautista looking like John Travolta. Well, you can tell by the way I look. I'm a ladies' man. Mm-hmm. Pulp Fiction. He does it like John Travolta a little bit from Pulp Fiction with the little in the brush head. I'm like, bro. Oh man, we got Dave out the box. Comes with two hands. But yeah, the Animal Batista. There you go. And now for our next and last unboxing. Here we have another Ruthless Aggression Elite Collection World Heavyweight Champion at the time. On this day, I see clearly. Edge, the rated R superstar. Okay, here we have it. Taking Edge out the box. Ruthless Aggression. Background to the side. Fatima, what's up? IJ and everyone. What's up, Marv? Everything good? How you been? I know what you meant. You don't have to correct yourself. I know what you meant. Everything good, huh? How you been? How's the family? But yeah, here we got Edge. Out the box with a championship. I'm doing good. That's awesome. That's good to hear. How's New York treating you? I was supposed to go with it for June to meet Undertaker. I was actually talking about that in my live stream earlier. Meet Undertaker and Jacob Fatu. But I was also talking about how I still haven't received my federal fundings from the IRS. Don't know why they taking so long to give me my money this year. It's still me. I just turned 41. This is the only difference. Like, you know, I didn't die and was reborn, you know? So it's like, don't know why it's taking forever, but it's kind of frustrating already because it's like, you know, I work for my money. I pay my taxes. Can I get my money? That's all I want. That's all I want. Is my taxes. That's it. The stimulus check, whatever they're talking about, you know, stimulus check coming out, that could come later. Can I get my money? That's all I want. It's my money. I'm not asking for a loan. I'm not asking for, you know, anything else. I'm just simply asking for my money. It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy. Like, I haven't received my money. I know people that received their money, but guess what? The guy that got kids and bills haven't received his money. It's crazy. Thank God I got a job because I would have been stressing. I would have been like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But you know, that's what I say, man. You know, we gotta appreciate what we have. Cause 1 minute is there, the next minute it won't be there. But yeah, man. It's so hard to put this cap on now. Oh, one cap. We got Edge out the box, baby. Ruthless Aggression, World Championship. We got Bree out the box, Royal Rumble Edition. Bree mode with the flannel. And we got Dave Batista, the animal, with a lamp that we turn into an urn. Make him look tougher. Oh man, that was funny though, and random. It's funny because Destination Stones mentioned that right away. They was like, "Yo, why you got a lamp?" And I honestly, I always thought that to myself. I don't know why the hell they put Batista with a lamp. You know, never knew why they did that. Always thought about it, but never exactly knew why was the the whole point about it. You can see we got this full heads, legs, everything. I could build a figure from this stuff. And we're gonna basically add more hands in here. Cause, like I said, I could build a figure from the stuff that I have in here. Like if I was to one day go through this stuff, I'm sure I got pieces in here that I don't even know about. But I'll probably be like, yo, that's crazy. I could definitely build a figure. But we're not gonna do that tonight, but we will one day. Urn lamp, for real, right? That's crazy. I feel like they just didn't know what else to put in Batista's box, and they was like, "What else can we add? Should we add a chair?" No, because it's not gonna make him look masculine. So we're just gonna add a lamp in there to just prove that he needs no weapons and he just needs the light to beat your ass. I really don't know why they put a damn lamp in there. Like, is he blind and he needed to see you coming? Like, fuck, I don't understand. Like, I think about that. I'm like, yo, what was the point of adding a lamp in his box? They should just left him lampless, Like, he don't need a lamp. He's Batista, you know? But no, they demasculated his ass by just putting the lamp in there. They was like, no, you're not Batista no more. You're the lamp man. You're the furniture guy. Oh, man. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We've been on now for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Appreciate you guys. You guys make this worth it, Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate the love, like always. I just dropped a pair of hands. I'll find it later, like always. But yeah, see you guys next Thursday night. Let's see what brings us into WrestleMania. Like I said earlier, the whole Jey Uso thing with Gunther and Jimmy getting beat up was crazy. It was heartbreaking to see Jimmy get his ass whooped that way. Nobody wants to see their brother get whooped that way, especially for somebody that you're going to fight for a championship. Then, of course, we got CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins main event thing, WrestleMania. To me, don't want to sound like a hater, but that sounds like an ego trip to me. I don't even understand why they would do that. I feel like that should have been either the middle match in the show and let Jay have his moment at the end, because at the end of the day, I feel like Roman is contradicting what he said. We all benefit from this. If we don't benefit from this, then what's the point of doing this? Roman said that in his documentary. And I feel like Roman should have been like, nah, let my cousin have his moment. He's fighting for the championship. Let him main event WrestleMania. But no, they want to give it to CM Punk. Hey, I look at it like, as long as Jay get the fucking championship, fuck it. Yeah, facts. I know that. I know that. You know that. But it's kind of, it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up, man. Hell yeah. Money, money, money. You know? See, I'll find his hand. Nope, it's not there. But yeah, they should let Jay has his moment. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention how Stephanie Valkyra, she vacated her, what was it, the NXT North American Championship? Yeah, the NXT North American Champion. She's also the NXT champion. And it seems right. Don't get me wrong, she's a great competitor and she's a great champion, but two championships may be a little bit too much, and at the same time, she doesn't want to seem greedy and holding both championships. So the fact that she vacated the North American Championship for the other women to compete for was pretty sweet. It shows the type of female that she is and the type of champion that she is and woman. So congratulations to her. You know. Also, Jordan Grace and Jada Parker had a massive fight on NXT. That was crazy. We already know what's gonna happen with them, so they're gonna be mixing it up. So I can wait for that. Also, tomorrow night on SmackDown, Ray Phoenix debuts on SmackDown. I wonder who he's gonna fight. Can't wait. Hopefully, he's fighting Chad Gable, El Grande Luchador. I really hope it's Chad Gable. So he can get his ass whooped. I really hope that's what they're gonna do. Because Chad Gable got the I'm a sick, and he got a signal, so he can compete in his own hometown. So I really hope that's what happens, and Ray Phoenix takes the mask off him. I really hope that's what happens. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Love you guys. See you next Thursday night. Appreciate everybody. Stay marvelous. Collect what you love. And you already know. I'm tired. See you guys next Thursday. Go get high. Because I am. Love ya. Be safe. Good night.